And then there were 4. What's up, guys? Meow, and I'm back with another video. And tonight, with the Vegas Golden Knights taking down the Colorado Avalanche 6-3 in Game 6 to advance to the Final Four to battle for the Stanley Cup. Gonna have to make a video to see how I did on my predictions, because I got most of them wrong, and to take a look at the Final Four and see who's gonna come out on top. So, go ahead and get it out of the way right now. Please make sure to like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts down below. Also, of course, if you're a NASCAR fan, make sure to use my code ANJJ for free shipping on orders of $20 or more at Circle B Diecast. With that being said, back to the NHL. So, yeah, I got a lot of my predictions wrong. Like, badly wrong. I had Toronto, Edmonton, Colorado, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Washington, Carolina, and Tampa Bay all advancing to the second round, and only 3 of those teams did. Colorado, Carolina, and Tampa Bay. And not in the ways that I thought they would. I mean, Colorado, aside from Colorado, I figured they were going to at least, I figured them against St. Louis. St. Louis was going to get a game. They didn't. Colorado sweeps. Carolina got pushed by Nashville, but they still got it done. And Tampa Bay, I thought, was going to beat Florida in 7. They ended up going in 6. But Tampa Bay still got the W. Excuse me. As for the rest of them, well, Toronto, you already saw the video I did on that. Edmonton, you just made the list. That video was fucking funny as hell to make, and I enjoyed it. Minnesota, they pushed Vegas to 7, but Vegas came out on top. Islanders, they basically, my prediction, but flipped. I had Pittsburgh in 6, Islanders take it in 6. And then Washington, Boston, I thought I completely overestimated the Caps, to be quite honest with you. So, with all that being said, I never made a video on this, but as far as what I actually had for the second round, after what happened in the first, I thought Winnipeg was going to take down Montreal in like 5 or 6. Tampa Bay, Carolina, I was going to keep my original prediction of 7 games, Tampa Bay wins. Boston, I thought, was going to get the Islanders beat in like 5 or 6, or probably 6 or 7, really. And I thought Colorado was going to take Vegas and beat them in like 6 or 7. Nope, yep, nope. As in, 1-3 on predictions. Again, Montreal manages to sweep Winnipeg out. Tampa Bay takes down Carolina in 5. I thought it was going to go longer. The Islanders took down Boston in 6. And Vegas took down Colorado in 6. So there's a lot to look at there. But let's look at the Final Four. So we already know who's facing who. It was going to be, regardless of who came out of each division, it was going to be the West against the North and the East against the Central, simply because of the Final Four being ranked by your regular season points, and the way that the first round went, there was no way that anything was gonna be altered. So it was just that was how it was gonna line up. On one side, you have a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals matchup between Tampa Bay and the New York Islanders. Tampa Bay obviously got the W and went on to beat Dallas at the Stanley Cup, finally getting them one. Islanders haven't not won in a long time. They're finally back to relevance, though. Like, last year, they got back to relevance. This year, it wasn't the same as last year. They came in as a 4th seed. They upset the Penguins. They got it done against Boston. Taylor Holkers be damned. And now, they get the rematch they want. And I know the fans want it. And I honestly believe the Islanders will get it done this time. Barry Trotz is a fucking wizard, it seems like. And yes, the Lightning are a lot healthier this year than they were last year. Stamkos, um, Kuznetsov. But again, the Islanders really don't have much to lose. They were not expected to go this far. I think they were expected to probably push the Penguins, but Penguins were probably expected to beat them. And then against Boston, much closer series, but probably thought Boston was going to get it done. Neither of those happened. So for the Islanders, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. They're going to play like they have nothing to lose, in a sense. And yeah, I honestly believe the Islanders will get it done. They're going to beat Tampa Bay this time. And then, who knows? We might get another rematch next year, and Tampa Bay will win that. Who the fuck knows? But we'll see what happens. On the other side, Montreal and Vegas. Holy shit. Vegas has been so goddamn successful. I'm going to laugh when they finally miss the playoffs because they've had nothing but success since they came into this league. I mean, the first year of their existence, they win so much, got all the way to the finals, and then lost to Washington, who finally won a Stanley Cup. And their opponent going into the Final Four is going to be Montreal, a team that was the last Canadian team to win the Cup, and no Canadian team has done it since. I think the last time a Canadian team has gotten to the final was not Vegas. Of course it's not Vegas. Vancouver, the other V team, in 2011 when they lost to Boston. But yeah, again, Montreal, they're the other team that they're playing with nothing to lose. I mean, they went 7 games against Toronto, came back from 3-1, and got it done. And then they sweep Winnipeg out, which nobody saw coming, to be quite honest with you. They've got nothing to lose. They've got these young guys. Carey Price has been playing out of his mind. Realistically, they have a chance. And just think, Max Pacioretty against his former team, obviously he's with Vegas. Alex Pietrangelo can help Vegas get to the Cup Final again and possibly win himself another ring because he won one in St. Louis. Finally. Vegas getting their first ring would be crazy, and they'd have to go through a Canadian team to do it. Fuck it. I'm taking Montreal in the series because fuck you, Vegas, and also because they did what they did against Toronto and Winnipeg. At this rate, the hockey gods are just going to laugh at Toronto fans and Chris Jericho, who's the biggest Winnipeg fan of them all, and have Montreal go to the finals against either the Islanders or the Lightning, because why the fuck not? Also, funny enough, 3 out of the 4 teams in the Final Four are Atlantic Division teams. How the fuck does that work? Oh yeah, COVID, Canada, and the NHL. Oh, shit. And to think we almost didn't have Vegas make it this far. Minnesota, props to you for what you did. You got something special in Kaprizov. Don't fuck it up, or don't fuck him up. So the matches we could get in the final: Tampa Bay, Montreal, Tampa Bay, Vegas, which is probably the most likely outcome. Vegas, or Montreal Islanders, which is what I have, or Vegas Islanders. Vegas Islanders. That's funny. Again, I think for most people, Tampa Bay, Vegas is probably the most likely outcome. But again, I'm going to say, fuck that. Montreal, New York. Who wins the cup? And honestly, that's a 6 or 7 game series waiting to happen. You've got John Tavares' former team, the Islanders, who, unfortunately, I have to remind myself and Leaf fans that the Islanders won a game in Toronto before Tavares won a playoff series with Toronto in Toronto because, the whole bubble thing last year. And again, Montreal doing what they've done, Islanders doing what they've done, both of them being fourth seeds. Honestly, I think the hockey gods are probably just going to laugh and be like, yeah, fuck it. We'll do that. Why not? And I think it would be a pretty good series, honestly, especially for Montreal. I mean, if you're a Montreal fan that hates Mark Bergevin, he's probably going to be there for about the next 50 years. So strap in and settle because, yeah. But, again, honestly, I can't even go without saying this. Montreal also made a coaching change. They got rid of Claude Julien. I believe the guy that they have right now is Dominic Ducharme. I don't know how you pronounce it. I legit do not know how you pronounce that name. But anyway, I think it would just be pretty crazy to see Montreal get this far and pull it off. And you know what? I think they will do that. If they face the Islanders, I'm taking Montreal in 7 to win the Stanley Cup, ending the curse of Canadian teams not winning the Cup since the Canadians won it back in the 90s. It's the only way we can do this. Because Toronto fans, I mean, not all Toronto fans, but many Toronto fans are going to be pissed off. Winnipeg fans are going to be like, that could have been us in the final, beating the Islanders, or getting beat by the Lightning. And, yeah. So, yeah, Montreal over New York in 7 for the Stanley Cup. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.